to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. This is Carson. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
This defense for the Cards, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
You know they pay me extra.
It's a big play there for Seattle. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points. Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On 1st down, it's Baldwin. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one, and this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
Extra point good by Prater.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Wilson. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. It's a big play there for Seattle.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Eluding the pressure right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. And got his man complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. Throwing on first down is Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run the counter. It's Baldwin. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Murray now to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Prater for the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Seattle.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
A pass underneath for Carson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down now. It's Carson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. These two teams all tied after one. On third down, Carson.
And Carson unable to make it to the yellow line as the defense bottles him up. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run for it with Carson. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you disputed a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Well, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch.
Carson will take the handoff out of the option play.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They go play action with Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like...
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. It's wheeled in by Baldwin. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box. Fights through, and now a crease. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage. It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks on just 2 plays have taken the lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. They run the counter. Baldwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
They'll try again.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Murray now, 3rd and goal. And this time he is in. A great effort there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Prater for the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale.
Touchdown! Rondale Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Extra point good by Prater. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. It's a big play there for Seattle.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing is Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So Wilson heads to the sideline, and on comes Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
On second down, it's Baldwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
104 yards rushing for him so far as this terrific season continues here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Murray. He's got it to Williams. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down. Now Murray off play action. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
From the 16, Murray over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Prater to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Now remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Now it's Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run again with Carson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in 1st downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a 1st down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, We're not going away.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On third and short, they'll try option left. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Play action. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
Bring it.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Myers' kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
On play action, it's Murray. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. It's complete to Cook. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. Eluding, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Darrell Taylor gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Prater's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Now it's Wilson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Baldwin. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. Baldwin. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Baldwin. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jalen Thompson picks it.
And the Cards are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what